Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, मेरा आवाज आइरहेछ?
आइरहेछ मेरो
आइरहेछ मैले साउन्ड अफ गरेर बल्ल रियलाइज गरेँ के छ हाल खबर?
ठिक छ तिम्रो?
ठिक छ. You got glasses like power glasses कि it's just for fashion?
न पहिलेदेखि एकदम 2018 देखि युज गरिरहेको छु.
I've never seen you with glasses classमा.
Cuz स्कुलमा लाउँछु नि त, म त क्लासमा मात्र लाउँछु, अरु बेला लाउँदैन.
क्लासमा त मैले कहिले देखाएको छु तिम्रो ग्लासेस लगाएको.
क्लासमा कहिले हेर्नु पनि पर्यो नि त. पढ्ने होला पुरै फोकस टिचर्समा पढाइमा मात्र भएपछि त्यस्तै.
I wish that was the case. मैले रेकर्डिङ चाहिँ सुरु गरिसकेँ हैन, but I think we can keep this in the final cut as well. So welcome Swastik. And first of all, thank you so much for coming to my podcast. I know I just started this, and I'm just trying to think like what's the different content I can give out to the audience. So thank you very much. I think I'll let you introduce yourself. I won't do the best job, I feel. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Most people who are gonna watch this probably know you, because you're kind of popular Dallas area, and like most of common friends we have already know you. But just give like a brief introduction of yourself so everyone gets to know who you are, what you do.
Okay. First of all, let me take this class. Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me to your podcast, and congratulations. Like तिमीले आफ्नो separately गरिरहेछौ हैन. I can see that like it's thumbs up. तिम्रो पहिलाको programs broadcast सुनेको छु मैले. I will not say सबै हैन, तर mostly जुन सुनेको छु, जुन मलाई टपिक अब त्यस्तो त होइन, आफुलाई इन्ट्रेस्ट लाग्ने टपिक.
मैले every time पठाउँथे होला तिमीलाई, please watch.
Every time मैले शेयर पनि गर्थे पहिला अनि आज भोलि कम्युनिकेसन अत्यन्तै त तिमी बिजी म बिजी हैन, त्यसले गर्दा अलिकति भएको छैन. तर अब नाम त पलिस्ताले भनिसक्यो. Thanks for my introduction a little bit. नाम त my name is Swastik Khadka हैन, recently residing in Dallas, Texas. I am a student. I am a PhD candidate for in civil engineering, specific भन्दा transportation engineering र big data मेरो profession, like मेरो research area चाहिँ big data हो. अनि aside that, I don't think I'm here to talk about research and all this PhD's experience. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm here for something that I do off of my school, जुन चाहिँ धेरै मान्छेले like how do you manage it, like त्यो सोच्छन् त्यो एकदम त्यो कुराहरू. जुन मेरो dance is my passion. 2014 मा मैले YouTube join गरेँ. I'm still a decent सानो नै creator हैन. I count as like myself like a सानो creator, not that big of a platform yet, but what I do, I think is I have been progressing a little bit, like, comparing to back what I had. अनि त्यसले गर्दा र मैले अलिकति अब मेरो चाहिँ भिडियोजहरु अब normal TikToks, I really appreciate TikToks 15 seconds videos हैन. तर I feel like more like story showing अनि dance भन्दा पनि dance passion भए पनि I still take myself as a very average dancer, but what is the thing that I take for myself is I think I can pull off the way I can showcase the stories or content, like actual त्यो तिम्रो हुन्छ नि भिडियो कसरी पोर्ट्रे गर्ने, स्टोरी कसरी पोर्ट्रे गर्ने, त्यो कुरामा चाहिँ अलिकति आफूलाई कन्फिडेन्ट लाग्छ र त्यही गरेर आइरहेको छु. र luckily I'm here in Palista's podcast हैन. आज अब आफ्नो त्यो एक्सपिरियन्स सुनाउनको लागि I'm very excited.
Thank you, Swastik. I do want to mention, I don't think you're an average dancer. I think you're way better than an average dancer. And having said that, I remember, I think I owe you an apology. Like I remember my first time, I'm AutoCAD class, I remember you telling me I'm a dance video one person, and that was the time you hadn't really collaborated with anyone here in Dallas. Like I hadn't made that promise, but I had like a busy day, like a lot of things going on, and we actually never made a video ourselves.
No.
And that's so ironic.
You still owe me a video.
Yeah, I owe you a video. And yeah, but that's how it actually started in 2018. A little bit of background how I know Swastik Bhanera. We met in like AutoCAD class, I think civil engineering, right? Yeah, that's how we met. And you were a civil engineering major. I was architectural engineering, which falls under civil for those who think that I'm an architect. I'm not. And then we just got to know that we have other classes as well, which are similar. And I think we've helped each other a lot along the way to get that degree finally, you know. So kudos to that. We both graduated. Amazing that you're doing PhD. I could never do a PhD. It just sounds very tough. sounds very tough. So good luck for you. Good luck to you for that as well. Having said that, we can, as you said, we're gonna talk about research and all that, you know. Miro, I have so many questions, and what you do, I find it so inspiring. And every time I watch your video, I'm like, I want to do something like that, and I want to just explore different ideas like you do. And every video that you put up, it's not just regular dance routines. You have as you said, you love telling stories. I think direction interest her, like dance is your passion, but you love directing. And most of the ones that you've done recently is you do, like doing the direction as well as the choreography for the main part. So so I don't know, I have so many questions, but like first things first, I know whenever you said you started in 2014 and you've come a long way, and I just checked that you had, I think you also posted this on social media, you have like 1 million views. And that's like
in general, like Miro Sabai.
Yeah, in general, I mean like all the videos.
I have like 1.5 million something. But these days that is just like a small number, but still like
I think that's amazing. I think that's a big number, like pure jodera ni 1 million, like it's huge, I think. So you said you started in 2014, so you're probably in like what 11th 12th grade ma huda start gare होला हैन जैसे high school ma
10 भनौं न 10 बाटै start
10 बाटै start गर्थ्यो. So I know a lot of people who are passionate about dancing, and मैले पनि, I think as far as I remember, I've always been dancing, I've always been passionate about it, but त्यो dance video बनाएर upload गर्छु भने like त्यो that thing in me or that idea in me like never really took like a serious turn भनौं न. But I've watched like oldest videos पनि हैन क्यामेराको क्वालिटी त्यस्तो राम्रो नभए पनि you were on it, and like there were so many views, comments. So what made you start it? Like I would say like just what made you just start it? Okay, like okay, I'm gonna do it भनेर what made you do that?
Okay, so like as usual dance चाहिँ मेरो like by born like passion नै भनौं न. त्यो कहिले पनि त्यो मैले कसरी सिके डान्स भनेर थाहा छैन कि like it happened to me like that हैन. त्यसपछि तर त यहाँ चाहिँ के भयो भने भिडियोमा चाहिँ म कसरी इन्ट्रेस्ट भयो भन्ने कुरा हो नि हैन. सो मेरो आफ्नै ब्रदर मेरो दाइ निश्चल खड्का हैन, उ चाहिँ एकदम he is a big fan of being like into movies and facing the cameras के. अनि त्यतिखेर त्यो जमानामा मेरो मामा हुनुहुन्थ्यो, अनि मामाले चाहिँ लाइक he sent us like Sony Ericsson-को कुनै फोन एउटा अलिकति राम्रो क्यामेरा भएको फोन पठाउनु भएको थियो. अनि त्यतिखेर I used to take his pictures and his videos, and I used to like make it like okay, I have to make it in a way that it looks like I'm taking these videos from like 3 different angles, like 3-4 वटा क्यामेरा छ मसँग, अनि मैले त्यो एंगलहरु पोर्ट्रे गर्न सकोस् के एउटै फोनले. अनि त्यो माइन्डसेट थियो मेरो पहिलेदेखि के. अनि त्यही भएर मैले जहिले पनि हामी दाइको गरे पुरै दाइलाई बाइकमा बसाएर हुन्छ कि हुन्छ त्यस्तो टाइपको भिडियोहरु के फनी भिडियोजहरु बनाउँथे. अनि आई थिंक मैले एकदम बसेर ल म एडिटै गर्छु भनेर बनाएको भिडियो चाहिँ मेरो बहिनीको लागि एउटा जादुवाला भिडियो के हुन्छ नि कट गरेर गायब गराउने मान्छेलाई त्यो भिडियो बनाए. त्यसपछि आई फिल लाइक ओ माय गॉड एडिटिङ इट्स लाइक सो फन हैन. अब आफूले भन्ने आफूले अब सोचेको आफूले पोर्ट्रे गर्न खोजेको कुरा अब भिडियोमा पोर्ट्रे गर्न सक्नु त अब हुन्छ नि एडिट गरेर त चाहिँ अब पहिल्यै तिमीलाई थाहा हुनुपर्छ कि ओके म यो शट लिन्छु यसरी गर्छु हैन. अनि दैट काइन्ड अफ बिल्ड अप माइ स्किल्स भनौं न हल्का त्यसपछि त्यस्तै हो. अनि त्यसपछि आई मुभड अन लाइक अलिकति बिगर प्लेटफर्म आई मुभिजहरुतिर गए. अनि त्यस्तै गर्दै म प्रिमियर प्रो चलाउन थाले. आजभोलि आई फिल मोर कम्फर्टेबल भिडियो एडिट गर्न. आई रिमेम्बर यु आस्क्ड मी लाइक कपल अफ वीक्स अगो अबाउट प्रिमियर प्रो, अनि लाइक it's more like if you learn it's a good practice हैन. तिमी सिक्दै जान्छौ, एक्सपीरियन्स बटुल्दै जान्छ. And that's how I also like get interested. Like it's not like okay I had it mind okay भोलिबाट गर्छु हैन कि. अब like सुरुबाट बढ्दै गयो जस्तो एकजनाको दुईजनाको खिच्दा एडिट गर्दा I get invested so much कि I feel like okay this is something very good like you गर्नु मलाई एकदम मन पर्ने कुरा हो. So I was like okay, I'll go for editing and making videos and see where it will take me, you know, those stuff.
Yeah, so you always like, what I like about what you do is you are a great dancer and you have a sense for direction. And as you said, you have a knack for like camera kata hanne, you know it ke like kun angle le kasto huncha. I remember we shot, I think it's been over 2 years around, like Nishma, Smita and I, we did a video and you were the camera person and you weren't actively dancing with us, but we just had basic choreography done, but you were the one who was like, this ita katne and ita jodne and this is like, this location looks good and this camera angle looks good and this is how we're going to glare the video. And it was just, I think you just have like the all-rounder quality when it comes to like video making slash you direct, you know how to work with the camera, and editing is a big part, I think, in Sunny, which I am like learning and which I like not really interested in. And I just wish I had like somebody doing the editing part, but I'm learning. What I want to ask is, at one point or the other, did you feel like you're doing too much at once? Where you're like, I just want to focus on dancing. I don't want to do all of that at the same time. Did you ever like have that feeling ever?
Yes, I do. I still remember एउटा कुरा चाहिँ के भने मलाई 8-9 क्लासमै हुँदाखेरि एउटा मेरो फेभरेट टिचरले के भनेको नि, you should not put like दुईटा खुट्टामा ढुङ्गा राख्न कहिले हुन्न. If you want to do something, do one thing र बेस्ट एट इट हो भन्नुभएको थियो. त्यो चाहिँ मेरो दिमागमा अहिले पनि छ हैन. अनि त्यो वेले हेऱ्यो भने त डेफिनेटली स्टडिङ यता अब रिसर्चतिर पनि टाइम दियो, यता भिडियो पनि बनाऊ हैन. डेफिनेटली त्यसरी सोच्यो भने चाहिँ अब इट्स I have to be somewhere else. एउटा स्पेसिफिक ठाउँमा चाहिँ भयो भने चाहिँ प्रोडक्टिभिटी चाहिँ बढ्छ जस्तो लाग्छ हैन. तर what I feel is like अब त्यो तिमीले भन्नु नि जसरी लाइक तिमीलाई कुनमा चाहिँ गर्न एकदम इन्ट्रेस्ट, लाइक कुन स्पेसिफिक एउटा पोइन्ट चुज गर्न पर्यो भने I would say direction. I always wanted to be a director than to be like a choreographer or a dancer or a main face of a camera, you know. But at the same time, I like acting so much. अनि त्यसपछि I cannot see मलाई आफूले केही स्टोरी लेखिरहेको छ भने it like unconsciously हुन्छ कसरी हुन्छ त्यो आफूलाई नै पोर्ट्रे गर्न मन लाग्छ के, लाइक हुन्छ नि म त्यहाँ छु भनेर म आफूले बिचमा राखेर आइडिया बनाइरा हुन्छ नि त जहिले पनि. अनि त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ I think I cannot move away from the fact that I also wanted to do or be a part of a video. But I'm right now म अहिले एक दुईटा प्रोजेक्ट गरिरहेको छु जुनमा चाहिँ म छैन के. तर seeing outside of the camera, seeing the direction अरूलाई दिनु चाहिँ बेस्ट हो. लाइक तिमीले you can get higher productivity के. कस्तो भने अब म आफै डान्स गर्ने, आफैले एडिटिङको बारेमा सोच्ने, आफैले अब त्यो क्यामेरा एंगल कता हुनुपर्छ सब सोच्यो भने तिम्रो माइन्ड धेरैतिर डाइभर्ट हुन्छ नि त. अनि तिमीले जब सुट गर्ने बेला तिमीलाई त्यस्तो केही पनि लाग्दैन हैन. You feel like oh it's easy, I'm doing all by myself. अनि सब प्लान गरेकै त थिएँ हुन्छ. तर आफ्टर सुट पोस्ट प्रोडक्सनमा जान्छ नि जब लाइक तिमीले एडिट गर्न थाल्छ नि, then you realize के ला यहाँ यस्तो भयो एटलिस्ट त्यतिखेर मसँग अलि बढी टाइम भएको भए मैले यो कुरा नसोचेको भए यहाँ टाइम दिन्थे. त्यो देयर इज अलवेज लाइक हियर एन्ड इन ठ्याक्कै ब्यालेन्स त हुँदैन नि त. अनि त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ इफ आई रियली गेट अपर्च्युनिटी or chance, I'll go full into direction, okay? Like from the scratch, like maybe if I have to write, then I'll write and then I'll direct like a music video, a movie, whatever it is. But here and there, I love dancing, so I do all of that like partially. I love this full skill.
I think you brought up a really interesting point. If you are doing like dance video and you're also a director for that, then like when you're dancing, you kind of think it with the director's mind. And when you're on a director's chair, for lack of a better word, you just think about the other, like you have so many roles within you that you fully, like a dancer responsibility or a director responsibility just gets clouded. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Yes, it is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Awesome. It's like a fine line. तिमी त्यहाँ बसेर दुईटै acting दुईटै part गर्यो भने त्यो कतै न कतै हुन्छ नि अब त्यो imbalance भइहाल्छ के. केही न केहीले सफर त गर्छ नि त एउटालाई राम्रो गराउँदा. So it's like it's better if you want to be on one side rather than being on everywhere, you know.
So this के positive side पनि छ होला, like doing everything at the same time. के positive side छ त्यसको के
it's like definitely you will always grow. There is no way like you cannot grow. Okay, there are professions where things should not be done. Okay, backlash हुने यता. तर what I feel is like तिमीले केही नयाँ भिडियो बनाउँछौ भने तिमी त्यहाँ केही न केही सिक्छौ के. अब नयाँ डान्सै छ नि, नयाँ कोरियो सिक्यौ हैन डिरेक्सनमा छ भने के थाहा तिमीले एउटा एडिटिङको ट्रान्जिसन सिक्ला हैन एउटा मात्र चीज सिक्ला तर देयर इज अलवेज अ ग्रोथ के हैन तर गर्नु चाहिँ पर्यो यु हेभ टु पुट इट आउट के यु नो हाउ सोशल मिडिया आज भोलिको कन्टेन्ट क्वालिटी र क्वान्टिटीको डिबेट त्यस्तै नै छ हैन बट आई स्टिल फिल लाइक आज अहिलेको सोशल मिडिया प्रेजेन्समा चाहिँ यु निड टु लाइक पुट आउट के कन्टेन्ट चाहिँ चाहिन्छ बेस्ट लाइक it is not necessary that you are the best in your niche हैन आफ्नो निशको बेस्ट चाहिँ हुनु पर्दैन तर you need to put out के like every week केही गरिराख्नु पर्यो you have to
regular हुनु पर्यो
regular एकदम consistency is the key for me yeah
Okay, so I have another question, a follow-up question on the So when it comes to dance and choreography, there's always ways to find inspiration or educate yourself. Even if I am like scrolling and if I come across a video and I usually follow hip hop a lot and like if I see I try to do that move, I'm like, oh, I got it. But when it comes to direction, yes, I think like common people who don't go to like a film school or anything like that, it's very difficult. I think like it may be difficult for me because I don't understand direction as well as you do. So where do you learn about direction, or like how do you find your inspiration, or how do you educate yourself on how to be a good director?
I will not say how to be a good director because by myself is not like I don't see myself as a director right now. But definitely एउटा कुरा के हो भने I see at videos like अब हुन्छ नि recently मैले अब उ मुभी हेरे त्यो कस्तो Gangubai,
Gangubai, amazing, amazing.
It's a very basic story, transition. I don't know if you can connect it, but transition fade in, fade out. Matter छ के extra के खतरा छैन के एकदम हैन तर जुन त्यो क्यामेरा मोमेन्ट्सहरु हैन जुन वेले त्यो भिडियो त्यो मुभीको इमोशन्स पोर्ट्रे गरेछ नि सब डिरेक्सनको एउटा डिरेक्टरको उ त पर्सपेक्टिभ त हो नि एक्टरले गर्छ काम तर त्यो काम गराउन पनि त डिरेक्टरको पर्सपेक्टिभ हो नि त एउटा अनि मैले त्यसरी मुभिजहरुबाट हुन्छ नि कतै कतैबाट क्लिप्स लिने कुनै मुभीको क्लिप मन पर्यो भने फेरि ब्याक गएर त्यो कसरी गरे होला भनेर लाइक हेर्नी अनि मैले केसम्म गरेको छु भने कुनै ट्रान्जिसन्स मन पर्छ के मलाई हैन त्यो डाउनलोड गर्ने हैन अब भिडियो डाउनलोड गर्ने अनि प्रिमियर प्रोमा हालेर फ्रेम बाइ फ्रेम हेर्ने के त्यो ट्रान्जिसन तिनीहरुले कसरी गरे होला भनेर अनि देयर आर कपल अफ YouTube channels जुन जसले यस्तो एडिटिङ्सहरुमा हेल्प गराउँछ हैन हेल्प गर्छ तिनीहरुले टिप्सहरु दिन्छ त्यो हेर्छु अनि द वान आई रियली फलो इज इट्स हामी जस्तै कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर लेलेपन्स थाहा छ लेलेपन्स रुडीमस उनीहरु अनवर जिवाबी यिनीहरुको टिम छ के सर्ट स्टुडियो भन्ने हैन अनि उसले निकालेको भिडियो त्यो टिमले इट्स लाइक अ प्रोडक्सन कम्पनी हो हैन सर्ट स्टुडियो भन्ने अनि उनीहरुले चाहिँ म्युजिक भिडियोजहरु फनी भिडियोजहरु सब निकाल्छ आई मीन इन जनरल भिडियोज बनाउँछन् के तर इन अ गुड क्वालिटी चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ अनि त्यही भएर मैले उनीहरुको भिडियो एकदम कमनली हेर्ने भनेको उनीहरुको भिडियोलाई हेरेर ओ ड्याम यस्तो ट्रान्जिसन यस्तो वान शट कसरी गर्यो होला त्यो सब इन्फर्मेसन ग्र्याब्स गर्ने चाहिँ त्यहाँबाट अनि नेपालको पनि छ एउटा दुईटा कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटरहरु मलाई एकदमै मन पर्ने त्यही हो
Interesting. So what you're saying is with direction ko theory buzhnu bhanda pani you look at the outcome and you study it, so that's very interesting.
I might not know the fundamentals के अब थाहा छ मेरो रुममेट नै स्कुल जान्छ ग्राफिक डिजाइनिङहरुको लागि हैन अब सम टाइमले भन्छ कि लाइक यो एंगल 45 डिग्री एंगल र यो एंगल लाइक तिम्रो इन्टेन्स सिनमा कुन एंगलबाट खिच्यो भने राम्रो के यस्तो कुराहरु गर्छ आई डोन्ट नो दैट मच डिटेल के हैन एकदम डिटेल चाहिँ थाहा छैन फन्डामेन्टल चाहिँ थाहा छैन तर I know how to make it happen.
It's very intuitive for you, very intuitive.
Yeah.
That's good. It's very natural. Yeah. When I say choreography, photography, like videography, never had interest in that. But it's interesting. Yeah, you're like, I think I'm a big believer that you won't know what you're good at until you try it, and I think you've done that. You've aced it. Like you've tried. Okay, let's try editing. Let's try this, and you've actually understood that you're good at it and you like it eventually. Awesome. Let's go back a few minutes ago. You mentioned that you also used to make like comedy videos, right? I'm a big fan of your. I think you have a great sense of humor, barring a few which I've texted you about, but barring a few, I think most of the videos that you make are hilarious. I remember one that was conversation with your mom. I watched that video probably 10-15 times and we'll share it. you remember what I'm talking about, right? You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
do a
yeah.
video call with your mom, and the mom saying like weird things. She doesn't know how to hold the camera. She keeps flipping it.
Oh
That was
yeah, I remember that
that was
video.
very funny, you know. So I don't dance the manchali, बच्चेदेखि गरेर dance and all that. Your comedy videos, बनाउने inspiration or कहिलेबाट you started like doing these videos, or like when did you find out that oh I have like a sense of humor and oh I can be good when I make these videos भनेर?
ओके, मैले अघि भने नि तिमीलाई म जादुवाला भिडियो बनाउँछु भने बनाउँथे भनेर। त्यतिखेरदेखि नै मलाई कमेडीको पनि लाइक माइन्डमा चाहिँ लाइक आई वान्ट टु डु समथिङ लाइक मलाई मान्छेलाई हँसाउन मन छ हैन, आफ्नो लाइक आफूले पोर्ट्रे गर्न सक्ने जति पनि इन्फर्मेसन छ लाइक हुन्छ नि भिडियोको थ्रु आई अलवेज वान्टेड टु बी द्याट कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर, त्यस्तो खालको कि जसको पेजमा गएपछि तिमीले यु फाइन्ड एभ्रिथिङ के कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर पनि छ। आई रियली वान्टेड टु डु जुम्बा क्लासेस इदर, लाइक जुम्बा क्लास गराउन मन थियो। अनि मलाई कमेडी भयो, नेपाली डान्स, अब बलिउड डान्स, बलिउड त बेस्ट नै फेमस नै भयो हाम्रो लागि त। त्यही भएर इट्स लाइक सानैदेखि भनौँ न, लाइक जब आई थिङ्क आई स्टार्टेड भिडियोमा एक्ज्याक्टली आउनुभन्दा अगाडि कमेडी नै गर्थेँ हो। लाइक मलाई कमेडीबाटै स्टार्ट भयो। त्यो भने नि जादुको भिडियोजहरू भने नि त्यो कमेडीबाटै स्टार्ट भयो। अनि ट्रान्जिसन इन्टु मोर लाइक अब अलिकति ग्ल्यामरस भिडियो बनाऊँ भनेर। अनि अहिले चाहिँ आजभोलि हुन्छ नि कस्ट्युम, अब लोकेसन सब म्याटर गर्छ। त्यही भएर अहिले चाहिँ अलिकति आई मुभड अन फ्रम द्याट, बट स्टिल कमेडी इज इन माई लाइक हार्ट के। अहिले पनि मलाई कमेडी भिडियो बनाउन मन लाग्छ। आई डोन्ट नो इफ आई एम फनी इन पर्सन, लाइक म एज अ पर्सन आई क्यानट स्टार्ट अ कन्भर्सेसन properly. But in a video, I can generate an idea to make a video funny.
Yeah, I think your videos are funny, but I think you're funny as a person. And I don't know how many people have told you, but like whenever we used to hang out and like do assignments and stuff, and I think you had like you're kind of funny. You cracked me up a whole lot of time. Yeah, that was But don't ever think that you're not funny. You're very funny, and I think you should keep that spirit in you, Salaksamalai. So yeah, thank you for mentioning about your comedy videos, and let's see what I have more time. You mentioned that I don't know if this question is overlapping to what you've already mentioned, and nothing already because to start your video. What really inspired you? Like, I want to make dance videos. Was a specific thing that inspired you to make those videos, or like you've already answered? If you don't have to answer, if you've already answered it.
What it inspired me is, let me see. Actually, like video बनाउन त सुरुबाटै बनाइरहेको हो हैन, त्यस्तो इन्स्पिरेसन नै भनेर एउटा पोइन्टमै आएर मैले ओ वाउ आई नीड टु डु त्यसै चाहिँ भएन। तर when I came for the first time to United States, यहाँ म मिसिसिपीमा आएको थिएँ, अनि त्यतिखेर मेरो एउटा भिडियो चाहिँ निरा जहिले रिसाउने ब्लो अप नै भयो के। लाइक मैले फोनबाट बनाएको थिएँ। इट गट लाइक 643 समथिङ के भ्युज के हैन। म क्लासमा जान्थेँ, एउटा क्लास पढिरहेको हुन्थेँ हैन, notification आएको आइके त्यतिखेर आई थिङ्क युट्युब इटसेल्फ वाज बुमिङ के, जसरी अहिले टिकटक बुम भइरहेको छ नि त्यसरी नै युट्युब त्यो फेजमा थियो। अनि भिडियो बनायो होइन, कमेन्ट आएको गर्ने कि भिडियो क्लासबाट निस्किन पाएको नि 40,000 भ्यू बढिसक्यो है। अब अहिले त भ्युजमा कस्तो पर्सिन्छु भन्ने अहिलेको लागि फर मी भ्युज म्याटर एन्ड नम्बर टक्स एन्ड डेफिनेटली मेरो लागि होइन। लाइक त्यो मोमेन्ट पछि चाहिँ आई फिल लाइक ओ लाइक एटलिस्ट त्यो हुन्छ नि सोसल मिडियामा अरू सोसल मिडिया प्रेजेन्समा चाहिँ तिम्रो के हुन्छ नि, you have to be noticed के। तिमीलाई एकचोटि एउटा त्यो ब्रेक थ्रु चाहिन्छ। अनि त्यो त्यतिखेरको लागि मेरो पिक पोइन्ट थियो। मैले ब्रेक थ्रु लिएको थिएँ, ल आई विल डु मोर अफ इट भन्ने भयो। त्यसपछि आई स्टार्टेड डुइङ मोर लाइक अलिकति प्रोफेसनली भनौँ न। इन्सपिरेसन त्यही नै भनौँ, इन्सपिरेसन भन्दा नि फर्स्ट भिडियो द्याट मोटिभेट्स मी टु डु मोर इन हायर स्केल इज द्याट लाइक निरा जहिले रिसाउने।
Awesome. Yeah, I remember watching you. It's so funny. I remember Nishal Dai shared that, and I watched it. And I know you and I became friends. And I think it was only 2 or 3 months I later realized, okay, that's the same guy in that video. So
yeah, so like I filmed that video in 2016. He was the video in 2016, and later on in 2018 we became friends. And around August, September, October, तिमीले मलाई भने थियो this was the gun. Like I was like, yeah,
you're a little leader that time when like it changed.
I was skinny. I was super skinny.
No, not body shaming that, but just mentioning that.
No, that's fine. But like I couldn't recognize myself. Like damn, I was that skinny.
But that was amazing. Like even phone whatever, I think it was quite a good video. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I have this like 2-3 times for that era.
त्यो क्वालिटी मेबी इट वाज गुड तर अहिले सोच्यो भने पिपल हेभ चेन्ज लाइक द टाइम हेज चेन्ज र क्वालिटी पनि त्यस्तो नै इभल्भ भइसकेको छ अब आजभोलि त 4K अब हुन्छ नि हायर
Yeah.
क्वालिटी भनौँ न ब्याक देन त
Yeah, but I still am a big believer of like quality of like the content rather than the camera. Like, मलाई चाहिँ I don't know, मलाई त्यही लाग्छ like पहिला मैले भन्न बाँकी गर्दा पनि a lot of people were like camera I mean like I know it has to look pleasing to your eyes, but I've always believed that what you say, what you do, it's like up here and like quality, camera quality चाहिँ मलाई like I don't know, it might be just me, but I just wanted to mention that. तिमीले yeah भन भन I don't know.
लाइक तिमीले भने जस्तो आई टोटली एग्री कन्टेन्ट इज अ ड्राइभिङ फ्याक्टर क्या कन्टेन्ट नै के हो अब तिमीले जे बनाऊ इट हेज टु बी लाइक डान्सै गर जे गर युनिक छ भने होइन तिमीले एट्र्याक्ट लाइक अरूलाई एट्र्याक्ट गर्न सक्छौ भने त्यो चाहिँ मेन फ्याक्टर हुन्छ कि तर त्यसपछि चाहिँ अब लाइक तिमीले लेट्स से यु आर डुइङ सम डान्स भिडियोज एन्ड यु ब्लो अप तिमीले राम्रो भ्युज आउनु थाल्यो बट यु डिसाइड टु स्टे इन द सेम लाइक त्यही फेजमा के भनेको तिमी ब्लो अप भइसक्यो तिमीसँग धेरै भ्युअर छ अब भ्युअर्स वान्ट मोर नि त अब अफकोर्स दे सुड अलवेज द ग्राफ अलवेज सुड गो अप नि त होइन मिल्छ भने एक्सपोनेन्सियली जाऊ होइन मिल्दैन भने लिनियरली जाऊ सुस्तरी जाऊ तर एटलिस्ट इट सुड अलवेज गो अप के इट्स नट नेसेसरी क्वालिटी नै सुरुबाटै स्टार्टबाटै हुनुपर्छ भन्ने बिकज इट इज आई डोन्ट थिङ्क इट्स अ बुस्टिङ फ्याक्टर इट्स जस्ट लाइक हेल्पिङ फ्याक्टर के हुन्छ नि कन्टेन्ट नै के हो क्या कन्टेन्ट राम्रो छ भने यु अलवेज I see those people like everywhere, you know.
Yeah, agreed. Timle, I actually forgot to note this down. I had been thinking about it all day. You actually mentioned about views and all that. So let's come to marketing, I know. I know it might sound like the business related word marketing, but whenever I have made, I think how I've always viewed marketing is like my polisher writings garthani. I used to make these like poems and all that, and I used to share every day. And I was on it like day and night. And so I used to like DM so many people, keep sharing it, and like keep asking them, did you read it? So that was like I think a little way of me starting to learn about marketing. What I make. Like I did the same thing, and I would be my podcast. Even if I make like one video, I would share it. So how do you do your marketing? Like I mean this is not like a professional one, but I know that you put it on Instagram. You have that countdown while you have it on your countdown. This is the thing that you have taught me, that premiere got say like people look forward to it. I think you mentioned it like when we shot that video. So there's that thing, and then you share it on Facebook. You like DM your friends. So how do you do these are all the components or all the things that I've seen you do, like from my point of view. But what do you think you've done differently other than I have said? I mean, how do you think you can make it better, or what do you think plays the most part in making a video successful as far as marketing is related?
Like, you know, आजभोलि प्लेटफर्म नै डिफरेन्ट छ लाइक फेसबुकमा जुन तरिकाले मान्छेले भिडियो हेर्छन् त्यो त्यही मेन्टालिटीले त्यही वेले मान्छेले युट्युबमा हेर्दैन र टिकटकमा हेर्दैन टिकटकमा जाने भनेको 15 सेकेन्ड छिटो कन्टेन्ट स्वाइप गर्ने मान्छेहरू युट्युबमा जाने भनेको लङ लाइक हाउ टु भिडियोजहरू होइन त्यही हो तर तिम्रो निस कहाँ छ तिम्रो कन्टेन्ट कहाँ छ त्यो तिमीले डेफिनेटली थाहा पाउनुपर्छ है र पर्सनली मेरो केसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने आई फिल लाइक फर्स्ट फ्यु आवर्स चाहिँ एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ एल्गोरिदमको लागि चाहिँ आइ एम नट राइट एल्गोरिदम किप अन चेन्जिङ होइन र एल्गोरिदमको लागि भनेर पनि हाम्रो कन्टेन्ट बनाउनु हुन्छ त्यहाँ पनि त्यो इट्स अ भेरी फास्ट टपिक के कसरी कुन कन्टेन्ट बनाउने के गर्ने होइन इट्स लाइक यु मेक वाट यु लाइक त्यो हो नि त कुरा अब चल्दैन भने चल्दैन चल्छ भनेपछि इट्स गुड फर यु नि त तर मार्केटिङको कुरामा चाहिँ कस्तो भने फर मी फर्स्ट कपाल अफ फ्यु आवर्स एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ र त्यही भएर त्यो कपाल अफ फ्यु आवरमै आई वान्ट टु एट्र्याक्ट सो मेनी पिपलले फर्स्टदेखि लास्टमै भिडियो हेरिदियो भने एल्गोरिदम विल फिल लाइक ओके दिस भिडियो माइट बी good thing, चल्न सक्ने टाइप पोटेन्शियल भिडियो छ इट शुड बी पुस्ड आउट सो द फर्स्टको 3-4 आवरको भ्युजले पछिको भ्युजलाई एफेक्ट गर्छ के मान्छेले गर्दैन भन्छन् होइन तर इट डज एफेक्ट किनभने मैले भिडियो बनाउँदाखेरि मैले मेरो एनालिटिक्सहरू हेरिरहन्छु कन्स्टेन्टली त्यसरी गर्छ त्यही नै हो फर्स्टमा एउटा स्मल मासमा पठाउँछ भिडियो होइन अनि त्यसपछि त्यहाँ चल्यो भने बिग मास त्यो मासको साइज बढ्दै जाने त हो नि त्यसरी नै भिडियो बुम हुँदै जाने हो इफ यु डोन्ट ह्याभ already a big followers के त्यस्तो केसमा र मार्केटिङ के कुरा फेरि आयो भने त्यही हो म चाहिँ अब काउन्टडाउन राख्छु एकदम इन्स्टाग्राममा मेरो फेभरेट काउन्टडाउन राख्ने अनि प्रिमियर गर्ने त्यसपछि प्रमो भिडियोजहरु एकदम बनाउने बट व्हाट आई फेल्ट पर्सनली व्हाट आई फेल्ट इज लाइक I have been making video like पहिला त झन् every week आउँथ्यो नि त भिडियो अनि every week मैले पुरै अब since मेरो Instagram like त्यो सोशल कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसनमा त Instagram फलोअर्स थोरै छ नि त अनि त्यही मान्छेले हेर्दा हेर्दा के भन् ए स्वस्तिकले भिडियो बनाइदिए हाल्छ नि अब लाइक एकछिनमै किन हेर्नु पर्यो भोलि हेरे भइहाल्यो नि त्यही त हुन्छ भिडियो त्यो मेन्टालिटी भइसक्यो के पहिला जुन मान्छेले ओ वाउ स्वस्तिकले भिडियो बनाउँछ हेर्नुपर्छ भन्ने धेरै भयो नि त कुनै चिज पनि लाइक रिपिटेटिभ भइराख्यो भने त्यो आई थिंक त्यहाँ पनि फाइन लाइनै छ के कहाँ कसरी कति प्रमोट गर्ने भन्ने कुरा धेरै प्रमोट गर्न नि मिल्दैन फेरि प्रमोटै नगरौँ भन्न नि मिल्दैन के सो at one time मैले यति धेरै प्रमोट गर्थे कि मान्छेहरूले प्लिज मलाई यस्तो इन्स्टाग्राममा नपठाइराख न भन्थे के
I get that a lot myself.
मैले ओके मेरो कजनहरूले भन्थे अब आई मिन स्पेशली कजनहरूले त जे पनि भन्छ हैन तर मेरो कजनहरूले प्लिज स्टप सेन्डिङ दिस जति भन्थे मलाई ओके भन्छ त्यही हो मलाई त्यही फिल चाहिँ हुन्छ टु मच इज ब्याड जस्तो क्या धेरै पनि गर्न भएन तर you know where it is right every person सबै अकाउन्टको लागि डिफरेन्ट हुन्छ हैन learn how to read your analytics हरु के लाइक भिडियो मात्र बनाएर हुँदैन आफ्नो एनालिटिक्स त्यो जुन युट्युबको टिकटकको सबको एनालिटिक्स हुन्छ भित्र हैन भित्र जाने अब आफ्नो इन्फर्मेसनहरु हेर्ने कति मास हुन्छ नि मेल फिमेल पर्सेन्टेजहरु कुन देशबाट हेरिरहेछ सबै कुरा म्याटर गर्छ नि त टाइममा कुन टाइममा तिम्रो फलोअर्सहरु सबसे बढी एक्टिभ हुन्छ हो त्यो सब कुरालाई कन्सिडर गरेर अनि आफ्नो एउटा मार्केटिङ स्किल अब हुन्छ मार्केटिङ भन्दा नि आफ्नो अब एउटा हुन्छ नि प्रमोटिङ स्किल चाहिँ अब आफूले बनाउनु पर्यो के इट इज भेरी पर्सन टु पर्सन बेस्ड के मैले मात्र भनेर मेरो मोल्डमा कसैले सबैले काम गर्न मिल्ने टाइपको इन्फर्मेसन चाहिँ होइन जस्तो लाग्छ
that's great. I think you do like मैले also त्यो एनालिटिक्स खोलेर चाहिँ कहिले हेरेको छैन but I know it has an option and I've like kind of like just glanced over it that I've never really looked at it like as I should have. So that's great tip for me as well I think. अनि तिमीले टाइमको बारेमा भन्यौ like what is the best time to upload videos according to you?
I usually upload on either Saturday हैन अनि फ्राइडे किनभने फ्राइडे गरे भने स्याटरडे हुन्छ स्याटरडे नेपालमा छुट्टी भइरा हुन्छ त्यस्तो मेन्टालिटीले के अनि युजुअली गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो टाइममा रातको 8 बजे भने के हुन्छ नि अब उता बिहान 9 बजे हुन्छ नि त मेरो सबै भ्युअर नेपाली नै हो नेपालमै हो हैन अमेरिकन अब यहाँ बस्नेहरुले त हेरिहाल्छन् एनी टाइम अहिले अपलोड गरेर अहिले हेरिहाल्छन् किनभने 12-1 बजेसम्म जो पनि उठि नै रह हुन्छ हैन तर नेपालमा ठ्याक्कै त्यो फकर ब्रेकफास्ट गरेर अब उठ्ने टाइममा हुन्छ नि त अनि भिडियो आयो भने हेर्लान् के भनेर झन् त्यही भएर मैले स्पेसिफिक 8 देखि 9 बजेको इन्टरभलमा अपलोड गरिरहेछु भिडियोजहरु
Yeah, मेरो पनि खासमा त्यस्तै खालको माइन्ड I mean I don't know of course you know more than that but that's how I like not just videos like Instagram post गर्दा पनि अहिले त I don't care तर पहिला चाहिँ like बडी like आउने बेला चाहिँ like त्यहाँ उता बिहान हुने like I used to convert time अनि बेलुकाको 8-9 बजे or 11 बजे like I remember मेरो एकचोटी I think Polisha writings ma हैन I actually observed के अनि रातिको 11 बजे ठ्याक्कै 11 बजे अपलोड गरे भने सबसे बढी लाइक आउने के अनि म चाहिँ 11 बजे मात्रै गर्न थाले so I agree like you have to study how your audience is responding as well.
Yeah, definitely. तिम्रो त्यो maybe त्यो point मा तिम्रो viewers हरु धेरै एक्टिभ हुन्थे होला त्यही भएर
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I tried it कि like 10 बजे गरे हेरे 12 बजे गरे हेरे 12:45 मा गरे हेरे 11 बजे गरे 11 बजेमा चाहिँ like I realized धेरै likes आउँथे yeah. Just a short anecdote there. You've mentioned so much हैन तर I am very amazed with how hardworking you are हैन I think you've given me a new perspective. Whenever I thought about making videos and Sunny, this is just very new podcast, and I think I was always opinionated that vocal say I think the recent years like acting upon what I think about Sunny. That I was always into like videos and making dance videos and very passionate. I mean, I still dance, but I like मैले भिडियो नै बनाए भने or like YouTube मै स्टार्ट गरे भने चाहिँ मैले probably dancing मा गर्छु अनि मेरो च्यानलमा गएर हेर्यो भने like most of my old videos are like recorded like performances अनि so you've basically given me very new perspective about just video बनाएर मात्रै नि हुँदैन you have to do your hard work you have to do your homework you have to do a lot of planning and all that and yeah thanks for all those things that you've mentioned I'm gonna take it and apply it hopefully. Timle agi let's like coming towards planning and you also mentioned timle agi like पहिलेदेखि सोच्नुपर्छ क्यामेरा कता हुनुपर्छ के हुनुपर्छ and all that हैन so how long does it take for you to plan त्यो प्लानिङ स्टेज चाहिँ कति टाइम लाग्छ कि I'm pretty sure you write it down अनि तिमी के भन्छ लोकेसन पुग्दा पनि you probably have a paper with you just to see okay this is what we're going to do भनेर so how long does that planning process take and for the most part I don't know that whenever we used to like talk about it I'm pretty sure you were the one who used to do most of the planning and the other people who used to collaborate with you would just come up there and perform for you or whatever हैन तर त्यो planning stage चाहिँ how long does it take अनि question भइरहेछ तर I just think so how long does it take when you plan that अनि त्यो planning गर्दा गर्दै चाहिँ do you have like this is the draft and you keep refreshing it you keep making better and better and when do you stop like okay this is my final plan and this is how I'm going to do it or is it like you just rough draft भएर like dum जस्तो हुन्छ कि like how do you do it
so एकदम म पनि अब तिमी जस्तै हल्का डिभिएट चाहिँ हुन्छ म सुरुबाटै भन्छु हैन सो मेरो आइडिया जेनेरेसन चाहिँ कहाँ हुन्छ भने I love driving हैन ड्राइभ गर्दाखेरि म युजली अब अलमोस्ट 90% अफ टाइम सिंगल नै एक्लै नै ड्राइभ गरेर हुन्छ नि त सो म गीत सुन्छु हैन गीत फुल भोल्युममा के यस्तो कुनै दिन छैन होला म गाडीमा बसेर फुल भोल्युम चाहिँ नभए फोनमा पनि म्याक्स अनि त्यो गाडीको नि म्याक्स के अनि त्यसपछि गाडी अब गीत सुन्यो कुनै गीत हैन गीत सुन्ने बित्तिकै के हुन्छ भने अब 10 क्लासदेखि नै आइम अलवेज थिङ्किङ लाइक यस्तो हुन्छ अब लभ स्टोरी भन्ने एउटा केटाकेटी हुन्छ यस्तो हुन्छ अथवा किन एक्सन केही अरू केही आफ्नो दिमागमा हुन्छ नि एउटा बेसिक स्टोरिजहरू छ मेरो दिमागको टन्नेबाट हैन सो गीत सुन्ने बित्तिकै यो स्टोरीलाई यो गीतसँग कनेक्ट गर्न सकिन्छ त्यहाँ मेरो फर्स्ट इनिसिएटिभ नै त्यहीँबाट हुन्छ हैन अनि आई नो कि मै नै हो मोस्ट अफ द टाइम भिडियोमा लाइक एक्ट गर्ने होइन सो आई डिप डाउन क्या त्यो गीत केही नगरे पनि 500 चोटि सुन्छु होला कि मैले अरू गीतै बज्दैन कि जुन गीत मैले भिडियो बनाउने हो नि त्यही गीत मात्र बिहान उठेदेखि रातिसम्म के त्यही गीत रिपिटेड मोडमा राख्ने रिपिट मोडमा अनि सुने गर्ने हैन अनि एउटा बिट हुन्छ नि सबै हरेक बिटमा म यहाँ के गर्छु होला यहाँ कहाँबाट डान्स स्टार्ट गर्ने डान्स ठ्याक्कै स्टार्ट नगरे पनि स्लट छुट्याउने के अनि यहाँदेखि यहाँ त डान्स गर्छु होला तर यहाँदेखि यहाँ त एक्टिङ गर्छु तर के गर्ने कता हेर्ने के सब माइन्डमा के केही लेख्थेन मैले पहिला है नथिङ तर त्यस्तो गर्दा के हुन्छ भने गयो लाइक एक्चुअल लोकेसनमा गयो कोलाई एक्टिङ लाइक अब को मेरो को वर्कर भनौँ न को मसँग भिडियोमा हुन्छ त्यो पनि म्याटर गर्छ नि त सब कुरा फाइनलाइज भइसकेपछि अब लोकेसनमा पुग्दा के हुन्थ्यो भने ओके वी डोन्ट ह्याभ स्क्रिप्ट रिटन स्क्रिप्ट छैन क्यामेराको स्क्रिप्ट छैन अनि केही हल्का अब कस्तो हुन्छ नि जस्तो तिमीहरूको केसमा हामी डान्स गर्न गयौँ तिमीहरू तिनजना डान्स गर्न गयौँ म क्यामेरा लिएर गएँ त्यही त हो नि गीत सुने थिएँ अब यसरी खिच्ने सुस्मिताहरूले पनि यसरी खिच्ने आइडिया दिएको थियो होइन त्यहाँ गएपछि के थियो दिमागमा के थियो भने बीचवाला जस्तो सिन थियो नि त त्यो पानी अनि स्यान्ड पानीतिर फर्केर डान्स गर्ने घाम लाग्दियो त्यो त डान्स गरेर मिल्दैन वी हेभ टु स्विच नि त तुरुन्तै वी हेभ टु टर्न अराउन्ड अपोजिट डिरेक्सनमा नाच्यौँ नि हामीले अनि त्यसो के हुन्थ्यो भने जस्तो प्रोडक्ट आउनु थिएन अलि अब आफूले सोचे जस्तो हुन्थ्यो डान्सहरू यताउति होइन तर आफूले भने जस्तो त हुन्थेन क्या सो नाउ आई रियलाइज कि होइन एउटा रिटन स्क्रिप्ट चाहिन्छ त्यसैले कपाल अफ भिडियोज 2-3टा भिडियो अगाडि चाहिँ मैले अब बसेर लाइक स्क्रिप्टै लेख्ने कि लाइक यो टाइमदेखि यो टाइमलाई गीत फाइनलाइज गर्ने अनि यो टाइमदेखि यो टाइम फ्रेममा क्यामेरा यताबाट यसरी जान्छ यो एङ्गलबाट देखाउने यो सब कुरा फाइनलाइज लेख्ने त्यो गर्न गीत सुनेर स्टार्ट गरेदेखि लेखेर भ्याउने जसम्म 1 हप्ता भनौँ न 1 हप्ता अनि त्यही 1 हप्ता बिचमा अब थाहा त हुन्छ नि को हुन्छ मेरो लाइक डान्स पार्टनर त उनीहरूसँग कुरा गर्दै ड्रेसहरू सब सल्लाह गर्ने के अनि फोनमै त हो सबै अनि त्यसपछि अनि अर्को हप्ताको लागि सुट छ भने ड्रेसहरू मगाउने अनि अलमोस्ट 2 हप्तामा एउटा भिडियो कम्प्लिट हुन्छ यदि मैले इन्ट्रेस्ट दिएर अथवा अब मेरो उता अर्को पार्टनरले पनि इन्ट्रेस्ट देखायो भने चाहिँ अराउन्ड 2 विक्स भनौँ न 2 विक्समा कम्प्लिट भिडियो फिल्म चाहिँ हुन्छ अनि काइन्ड अफ फेरि म कस्तो छु भने एकचोटि भिडियो खिचेपछि मलाई त्यो प्रोडक्ट चाहिहाल्छ के तुरुन्तै त्यो चाहिँ मेरो एकदम ब्याड ह्याबिट होइन आज खिचेछ भने म यस्तो थाकिसकेको हुन्छु होइन तर मलाई त खिच्ने बित्तिकै गरेर एडिट गर्न मन लाग्छ कि त्यो इट्स आई थिङ्क इट्स अ भेरी ब्याड ह्याबिट होइन यु निड टु रिल्याक्स र अलिकति राम्रो माइन्ड स्पेसमा भएर होइन मजाले एडिट गर्नुपर्ने हो नि त रिल्याक्स हुनुपर्ने हो नि त काम तर आई टेक इट लाइक होइन इट हेज टु बी राइट नाउ एकदम टु डेस्परेट के अनि त्यही अनि छिटो एडिट गर्ने अनि काइन्ड अफ 1 हप्ता 2 हप्ता 2.5 हप्तामा एउटा भिडियो सेट कम्प्लिट भिडियो चाहिँ आउँछ तर स्टिल डिपेन्ड अन हाउ कम्प्लेक्स द भिडियो कुनै भिडियो जस्तो लास्ट भिडियोको अलिक कम्प्लेक्स थियो होइन सो इट टुक लाइक मोर देन द्याट but 2.5 I would say.
Okay, your thought process like एकदम interesting. तिमीले भनेको the गीत, I don't know, like this might be just you and I or a couple of other people, and I'm पनि like गीत सुन्दा चाहिँ I picturize a lot. I don't know if like just let us know, right, people in the audience. I am that kind of, I like तिम्रो जस्तो चाहिँ like यो पुरै scene नै सोच्दिन, but I picturize a lot myself. हुन्छ नि. अनि I've done that I think ever since I was a child. I've always picturized whenever I used to listen to music. I used to picturize things in my head, you know. And I used to think I'm a hopeless romantic, so like sort of picturizing. But that's very interesting. But your process is like, it's amazing. 500 times like every gets to but सबको thought process and सबको like, I mean thought process and के भन्छ, process different हुँदो रहेछ. But yours is amazing. Yeah, truly amazing. You brought up हाम्रो त्यो a little bit of difficulty that we faced, you know. So for those of you, I'll probably if you all haven't checked it, it's already in my channel, and just go check that video out. It's called Better When I'm Dancing, and we're 3 people, me, Nishma, and Sushmita, and Swastik as our cameraman. We decided would be the sea would be, not the sea, the lake would be the backdrop. The lake would be the backdrop. We would be dancing on just in front of it. तर घाम लाग्यो नि reflection ले गर्दा we couldn't do it. And I think it was your idea to pick the location, what we did, and I think it turned out okay. And yeah, after that everything went smoothly. But having said that, you know, what other difficulties have you faced on a set? Okay? Like just theory example, but what are some other things? You already mentioned how you learned from your experience, from your mistake, and you kind of have a script now. Obviously, you have a script, which have made things easier. So other than that, what are some of the things that you face on the set when you shoot such videos?
Like in what sense? Cost of difficulties?
Like in any sense, like sometimes about technical issues, maybe people who you're about to perform with don't show up on time, or like, have you ever faced? I mean, I don't. You don't need to give me like the.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna give names.
We don't want to badmouth anyone here, but
no, like in general, so far I'm so blessed. कि मेरो team जोसँग पनि काम गरेको छु नि best. But मेरो cameraman usually आवाज के त प्रशान्त हुन्छ हैन. Both are the best at whatever they are doing हैन. Time मै show up हुन्छन् हैन. अनि even my female counterparts जो like videos मा काम मसँग काम गरिरहेका हुन्छन्, उनीहरुले they put equal amount of energy and effort. के उनीहरुले त्यो सुरु त्यो thought process जब जहाँबाट भिडियो बनाउने भनेर मैले एउटा प्रपोजल राख्छु नि त्यहाँदेखि नै उनीहरुले मलाई हेल्प गर्छन् के I can never say कि it's my choreography or it's my direction. It's like a complete package के सबैले मिलेर काम गरे हो हैन. Difficulties कहाँ आउँछ भने मलाई सबैभन्दा नमन पर्ने एकदम कमन डिफिकल्टिज चाहिँ हावा. बे टाइममा हावा चल्ने र मलाई त केही फरक पर्दैन हैन. I have shot here एकदम cool. I'm not usually shot मा हुन्छ. तर लेडिजहरुलाई चाहिँ युजुअली उनीहरुको कपालको प्रब्लम हैन. अनि इट्स टु मच के छ वार्डरोब म्यालफंक्सन, अब कपडाहरुको इश्यु हैन धेरै छ के. लाइक तर अब टेक्निकलमा चाहिँ सिन्स हामीसँग एउटा मात्र क्यामेरा हुन्छ, त्यही भएर टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टिज त्यस्तो केही पनि आएको छैन. देयर आर थिङ्स लाइक वेयर वी हेभ टु हुन्छ नि. अब सानो कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर भएको हुनाले के हुन्छ भने तिमीलाई मलाई चाहिँ क्रोनिकल अर्डरमा के लाइक फर्स्ट सिन फर्स्टमा लास्ट सिन लास्टमा गर्न मन लाग्छ हैन. तर देयर आर टाइम्स लाइक वी हेभ टु डु द लास्ट सिन इन द भेरी बिगिनिङ. जस्तो टिप टिप वर्षा पानी थियो नि अस्तिको मेरो भिडियो, त्यसमा त्यो पहिला पानीमा भिज्ने सिन छैन. देन वी डिसाइडेड लाइक पहिल्यै त्यो गऱ्यो भने त हामी पुरै भिज्छौँ, अनि लास्टको सिन फेरि ड्राई हुन टाइम लाग्छ. सो वी मुभ्ड लास्टको सिन पहिला अनि फर्स्टको सिन पछि. त्यो चाहिँ त्यस्तो भयो भने चाहिँ मलाई कन्जागोल लाग्छ कि यता त्यस्तोको लागि चाहिँ स्क्रिप्ट चाहिन्छ हैन. अनि देन आई रियलाइज लाइक स्क्रिप्ट चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ यता त्यो भने. अनि त्यसरी नै हो, त्यही नै हो, त्यही टेक्निकल त छ हैन. जस्तो लाइटिङको प्रब्लम हुन्छ, सनको प्रब्लम हुन्छ, त्यो भयो. अनि अब वेदरको प्रब्लम भयो, त्यहाँ कहिलेकाहीँ लोकेसन नै टु टफ ठाउँमा. जस्तो सर्भिसीसँग सुनिदेवको भिडियो गर्दाखेरि ड्रोन शट्सहरु थियो नि, याद छ?
Sunedev, the red shoes, wearing the red outfit. Yeah.
I was like, that was like toughest video. कहाँ गएन नि त पानीको बिचमा जाने. अब
that video like blew up. I got like 50,000.
Yeah, 52,000 views, and which is I'm blessed for that too. It's just like I'm a very big Bollywood fan के Bollywood में देखाउँछ नि कुना काप्चामा गएर टुप्पोमा त पहाडको टुप्पोमा गएर नाच्ने अनि जाडोमा पनि केटीहरूलाई साडी लगाएर सन्चन अब त्यस्तो हुन्छ नि त्यो I do feel the same हैन त्यही भएर मलाई त्यो सब आफ्नो भिडियोमा राख्दाखेरि चाहिँ I see very complications हैन but I'm happy and I'm blessed कि as I said मेरो counterparts मेरो all people whoever के जसले मलाई हेल्प गरेर हुन्छ actually भिडियो बनाउनमा they put the same equal effort के उसको लागि भिडियोको लागि so for that I'm very blessed I think
that's amazing. So whatever problems you've had, it's been the sun, like basically weather issues, say body
yeah weather issues
other than other people giving you trouble.
Yeah, no one has given me no trouble at all.
Interesting. The next question I want to ask is, you've already mentioned you have like interest in direction, all that, and you're slightly leaning towards direction more compared to other things, and so this might sound like very rude question, but like I don't know. But you're already doing like PhD civil engineering, man. Where do you see yourself? Like, do you see you working like side by side? Like, I remember you mentioned you want to be a professor. So are you going to be like a person who's going to like go and say, okay, this is vertical alignment, this is horizontal alignment. Like, like weekend once you're going to make a dance video. Like, how have you planned your future? Or if you haven't, I mean,
to be honest, like to be really honest, I haven't planned that much. Like, where will I be? Where will I end? But I feel like everyone should be a go-getter. You can't be just passionate and sit there and be like, oh, I can do this. I'm so passionate. I'll think everything will fall up like into the same place and I'll do this. Rather, I will be like, I'll do this, that. I'll try to grasp not everything, but most of the thing that I can, And definitely I will be spending like 3 to 4 more years in school, PhD complete garna. So I see myself more as a engineer, side math, or university or researcher as basic, basic common job, main job. त्यो चाहिँ मेरो ड्रिम हो हैन तर apart from that I really wanted to do direction and you know that my brother is in the same field and he's more into like modeling field and main camera अगाडि आउने
तिमीले फोटो नि शेयर गरेको थियौ अस्ति यार
yeah and that's why I always have this goal भनौं न कि ड्रिम भनौं एउटा हैन कि to open a production to promote my own brother and to it's not bad but like एउटा कस्तो भनी अब एउटा ब्रदर्स दाजु भाइ मिलेर गर्छन् नि एउटा प्रोडक्सन अथवा kind of like that त्यो चाहिँ मलाई एकदम गर्न मन छ लाइफमा after beside school.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned that, and I've mentioned this. I think like whenever people think of like just as an individual following some kind of career path, and they always think that, oh, you're an engineer, so you say engineering person. You must like if you have interest in engineering, you must be an engineer. So like or okay, maybe math or something technical, but people may never like put those two things together. Okay, you can be a great engineer, and at the same time you can be a great dancer. At the same time you can be a great singer, and it doesn't really have to be, oh, this is what I do, but this is just a side hobby. Whenever I feel low, I do that. But I think you can do both. The same, like both things at the same time. So and I think you're like setting a great example for that. And
thank you.
And I think it's very, very motivational. I need to I think pull up my socks and get some work done myself. So like as I say, I've already mentioned you about this.
I feel like you do a lot too.
Yeah, I really want to do dance videos, and you know how passionate I am about dancing, but it has always been just dancing in my room. It has never really turned out anything big, but I really want to do something like that, and I think you've given me that motivation today. Anyways, yeah, thank you for sharing about your career path. Okay. Anyways, I already mentioned my future plan. This might get a little controversial, So what kind of feedback do you get usually from people? I know you've been doing this for much longer than I have been like putting myself out there, But I know most of the time it must be positive feedback because your content is great, but have you ever had feedback where people have not liked it, or have you seen anything malicious in the comments and any like hateful comments or like people who are just trying to trying to just irritate you in some way? Like what kind of feedbacks have you been getting over the years, like since 2014, and how have you dealt with it?
Usually राम्रै फिडब्याक दिएर हुन्छ हैन त्यसमाथि माई भिडियो ब्लोड अप कहिले भने 2015-16 को कुरा हो त्यतिखेर कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसन को फेज राम्रै थियो कि त्यतिखेर लाइक पिपल आर स्टिल ओपिनियटिभ अहिले पनि छन् पहिला पनि थियो जहिले पनि हुन्छ हैन तर त्यति इज थिएन नि त जसले पनि कमेन्ट गर्ने भन्ने नै हुन्थ्यो जसले पनि ट्रोल बनाउने भन्ने हुन्थ्यो नि त आजभोलि जस्तो टिकटकमा गएर जे कमेन्ट गर्न पनि पायो फेक अकाउन्ट बनाएर हैन त्यतिखेर चाहिँ जब मेरो त्यो निर भिडियो लाइक ब्लो अप भयो त्यतिखेर पनि ब्याड कमेन्ट्सहरू आएको थियो हैन तर कस्तो हुन्छ नि कुनै कुनै कमेन्ट्स ब्याड भन्दा नि यस्तो कुनै कुनैले ओ सिम्पल कोरियोग्राफी अथवा यो कोरियोग्राफीमा यो मिलेन भने चाहिँ इफ यु सी द्याट अनि तिमीले पढेर तिमीले यसो आफ्नो भिडियोमा हेर्दा ओ यु फिल लाइक द्याट कि ओके यो कमेन्टले it can be a little negative, but it is addressing what it is like. सधैँ मैले कम्प्लिट राम्रो भिडियो बनाउँछु भन्ने त छैन नि त सो इफ समवन इज एड्रेसिङ इन अ पोजिटिभ वे हैन लाइक पोजिटिभ क्रिटिसिजम छ भने आई डेफिनेटली टेक इट हैन राम्रै नै लिन्छु कि लाइक ओके आई विल डु इट नेक्स्ट भिडियोमा त्यही कुरालाई सचाउन ट्राई गर्ने हैन त्यो सोचाउँदा पनि अरू कुरा कति बिग्रिरहेको छ हैन त्यो इट्स लाइक इट्स कन्स्टेन्ट लर्निङ प्रोसेस के कहिले पनि आई डोन्ट थिङ्क आई विल बी फुल्ली एबल टु मेक अ 100% लाइक 100% accurate केही flaw नभएको एकदम खतरा भिडियो बनाउन it's like there will always be something to learn from all the projects you do हैन त्यसैले I do get comments but I would rather not focus on those comments or I would not be overwhelmed with the comment that I get from my relatives. I know they are there for me to support me, as if like मेरो roommate ले wow कति राम्रो भिडियो भनिन्छ हैन तर I know उले त जहिले पनि भन्छ so I don't take सबै पोजिटिभ कमेन्टलाई पनि एकदम wow or overwhelmed चाहिँ हुन्न but at the same time I don't take all the negative comment that way. I take it like in a positive criticism, like जुन चिजबाट राम्रो एस्पिरेसन्स आउँछ भने I will take it, otherwise I will just एउटा कानबाट सुन्ने अर्को कानबाट उडाउने जस्तो है.
So you filter it out. You have an eye for constructive criticism. Like you'll say constructively bhaneko and you'll say they're just like trying to mess with me and you get good things out of it. That's amazing. I need to learn that. I'm very hot-headed. So I take it to my heart.
Like म तिमीलाई एकदम कमन एक्जाम्पल भन्छु कसैले अब डान्स गरिरहेछ हैन अब लाइक म र मेरो पार्टनर अब जोसँग डान्स गरिरहेछ अब हाइट मिलेन भन्छन् अब त्यो हाइट मिलेन हामीले के गर्न सकिन्छ हैन कतिले त्यो भन्छ नि कसैको कस्तो ग्ल्यामरसै भएन कहाँ हुन्छ मुभी हैन त भिडियो हो ट्राइङ हैन त्यो सब कुरामा अब हाइट मिलेन त मैले के गर्न सक्छु केही गर्न सक्दैन नि don't see those stuff के कस्तो कमेन्ट आउँछ हैन मैले त फिल्टर मैले त युट्युबमा यस्तो गरेको छु कि फिल्टर गर्दै यस्तो वर्डहरुलाई फिल्टर गर भनेर त्यो कमेन्ट पास हुनै दिनु
हैन गर्न मिल्छ त्यस्तो मलाई सिकाउ
युट्युबमा चाहिँ तिमीले स्पेसिफिक वर्डहरु फिल्टर गर्न मिल्छ आफ्नो कमेन्ट सेक्सनमा अनि त्यसपछि बिफोर रिभ्यु कुनै पनि कमेन्टलाई लाइक पब्लिक हुन नदिन नि मिल्छ के सो म रिभ्यु गर्छु अनि आई डोन्ट किनभने इट्स नट मेरो लागि मात्र भन्यो नि त मेरै च्यानल हो तर मसँग काम गर्ने अरु मान्छेहरुको नराम्रो भन्यो त अलि झ्याउ हुन्छ नि त सो आई रादर negative comments like filter out most of the time.
That's amazing. Feedback like I know I have messaged you a few times when I have like felt 99% times like I love your work I know and there was like one video or two videos where I really liked you
but it's one video
I texted you immediately and I am that kind of person, you know that already. I don't keep it to myself and I texted you immediately and how did you take it? Like I really want to know. I mean I remember like we had kind of a discussion but she later like I thought people would know about and I was like I mean I just thought that it would like just but I'm not saying it out of I'm not saying it with a bad intention, you know that. So I just thought that maybe I should like at the end I realized I should have I did I mean I was okay with whatever I did Salai and I really want to know what you felt about it. I don't know, have you ever gotten such comments from anybody else?
Not really, but I really understand your point of view pani hai ki I know for the fact that timle kasari sochau bhani you want to educate people, you want to change like make change something happen like केही changes ल्याउनु पर्छ र I think you believe like तिमीबाट like मैले केही गरेर मैले मान्छेलाई एजुकेट गराए भने एजुकेट हुन्छ र you believe like that right? Okay हैन you totally believe it म पनि बिलिभ गर्छु हैन तर at a point sometime काहीँ चाहिँ I feel like I have a right to express like not everything or definitely not everything but sometimes somewhere down there I feel like I express something अब कुनै कुरा आफूलाई अब राम्रो लाग्छ भने कन्टेन्ट हेर्दा आफूलाई त्यस्तो हुन्छ नि आफूले कसरी भन्ने बायस छैन भने त्यो कुरामा हैन आई फिल लाइक आई ओके बनाउन त भिडियो त्यही इन्टेन्सनले त्यो भिडियो पनि मैले एउटा आई थिंक अमेरिकन कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटरको देखेँ हैन एन्ड आई रियली लभ द भिडियो तिमीले जुन पर्सपेक्टिभबाट हेर्यो तर त्यो मैले मेल पर्सपेक्टिभबाट हेरेँ नि त हो रङ होला आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ तिम्रो ओपिनियनमा तिम्रो अर्कै ओपिनियन हुन्छ मेरो अर्कै ओपिनियन हुन्छ आइ एम नट लाइक कसैको ओपिनियन राइट रङ भने हैन तर लाइक त्यो देखेँ अनि मेबी आई क्यान डु इट इन नेपाली भर्जन ट्राई गरौँ न भने नेपाली भर्जन एडप्ट गरे पनि तर आई डोन्ट फिल लाइक म आफूलाई पनि फिल गर्छु कि त्यो नेपालीमा जसरी त्यो adapted हुन्छ नि त्यो एडप्ट भएन के राम्ररी
lost in translation भयो
definitely because of that it seems like more and that's why you commented I really like I appreciate your comment too, you know, but I feel like but I was trying just to, you know, adapt it and then showcase it in different perspective. Just like we can argue on Kabir Singh ko kurama pani ab Kabir Singh kasari it portrayed like a male ko huncha ni dominant wala dekhach tara for an actor it's like acting yaar त्यसरी पनि सोच्नु पर्छ
I mean the actor did a fantastic job.
That's why we are mad at him, you know, like tu हेरेपछि त oh my god यस्तो खतरा एक्टिङ गरेर चाहिँ यस्तो हुन्न भन्ने भयो नि त like acting wise I feel the same too like मेरो it came into my plate अनि मैले त्यतिखेर त्यो डिसिजन त्यसरी सोचिन के मैले सोच्ने मेरो ओपिनियन अर्कै तरिका अर्कै डाइरेक्सनबाट गयो आई डिड इट अनि आई फेल्ट पछि तिम्रो कमेन्ट आइसकेपछि आई फेल्ट लाइक या दिस कुड ह्याड बीन लाइक इट क्यान बी पोर्ट्रेट अर evaluated in that way too, you know, which is also not wrong, which is definitely right. And त्यसरी मैले तिमीसँग कन्भर्सेसन गरे we talked about it.
Yes.
I mean, that's it. Yeah. But
even though I didn't like that video, I really like how you experiment so much. And I think that's a great learning for everyone. You already said dance is like what you do, but you experiment so much. And I think recently, I might be wrong, but I've seen your videos. I've been like, ever since we met, I've watched all of your videos. I've just seen like you've been so dedicated and you've been so like creative with your storytelling. Dance, like you have your dance there, but the storytelling is always so overpowering that it just stands out. The storytelling, the story in it, or the storyline, the plot stands out. Okay, so was this like a conscious decision, or was it something that happened over time?
No, once I felt like it was very conscious decision. Like once I felt like, okay, I'm just an average dancer. And I'll tell you why also, because there are some limitations. Everyone has limitation, you know, and I do have some physical limitation because of which I cannot excel my dance to certain level that I wanted to, you know. And two reasons I felt like I love doing both. I love doing dancing. I love doing video editing and directing and everything, right? So why don't I put more effort on something that I feel like will help me excel more than compared to dancing? And then I shifted more like maybe एउटा स्टोरी चाहिँ हुनै पर्छ मेरो भिडियोमा एटलिस्ट कहिलेकाहीँ म बिना स्टोरी पनि गर्छु बिकज कहिलेकाहीँ मलाई डान्स मात्र गर्न मन लाग्छ हैन तर मोस्ट अफ द टाइम देयर इज अलवेज स्टोरी देयर केही न केही त भइ नै रहन्छ के इट माइट बी सुपर क्रिन्जी हैन तर भइ नै रहन्छ कि भिडियोमा केही न केही भइरहेको हुन्छ
The last one was really good. I think it was one of your best works story wise. I think it was really good.
Yeah, but it was a very wise decision to move to a story plot based video than completely dance videos.
Yeah, definitely. I actually ran out of all the questions. Yeah, that's all the questions I had. I think we're almost like a countdown now too. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else you want to add or say, or maybe something I missed out, maybe something I didn't ask you that you want me to ask?
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for inviting to your podcast. I don't know when it is going to release though. Like when you are planning.
I don't know. I mean, we can release it tomorrow, day after, I don't know, whenever we want.
Okay. No. Yeah, but like through my experience that like यति भिडियो बनाएको छु हैन अब यति भिडियो बनाएको छु नि भन्न मिल्दैन फेरि धेरै भिडियो पनि छैन हैन
60 plus, that's quite a lot.
Like the type of video, the amount of video सबै कुरालाई मध्ये नजर राख्दाखेरि चाहिँ I feel like you should try your best, put it out there. Don't feel like okay कोठामै भिडियो बनाएर त कहाँ हुन्छ त्यसो त्यो इन्टेन्सनले पनि हैन like जे छ put it out there okay. Internet it's so booming, it has such a great power if you are dancing, if you are singing, just don't be like, oh, okay, I have a talent and people will recognize me one day, people will know my talent one day. Okay? You have to be a go-getter. Okay? You have to go and tell people to, hey, your link like just podcast link, suddenly you have to always be upfront. So your content creation, otherwise it's very tough to reach through the people. My one of my suggestion would be like, be a go-getter, create, don't wait, create whatever you want to create, and just feel free to do whatever you want to do. And it's like content is a key, it is a driving force, so always believe on your content and move ahead. The followers, the views, all will come along. It's like it's a part of a success,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start making videos. I don't know if this is not the right platform or not, I can't say, but remember how I was like very, very chubby compared to how I look now? So I think that was, I was going through like a body image issue that I think, and that's why I stopped the idea of making videos, because I'm not promoting like any kind of negativity towards people who are heavyweight, but I really didn't like seeing myself in the camera that way, and that's why I didn't like shoot myself for that reason, I think. But they just want to let you know that I'm over that, I guess. I don't really care how I look in front of camera anymore, but yeah, I will definitely make more videos. I mean, I like ask and like the cake whatever, and I'll ask you how to
yeah, and I think I have given you a couple of suggestions, right, about TikTok.
Yeah. Like TikTok ko barema haina, I know we're almost then, but I wanted to ask you, do you think TikTok is the future? Like, do you think it's long lasting or
nothing is long lasting? Get me YouTube ma jao, maybe YouTube all compared to other platform, YouTube alikati stable cha hola haina, tara nothing ke, it's like you will always be replaced ke. It's like, and you can adda jama ta koi pani basदैन, जुन प्रोफेसन मा पनि के होला, कुनै प्रोफेसनको लन्जिटिभिटी लामो हुन्छ, धेरै बेरसम्म टिक्छ, इन्जिनियरिङमा पनि धेरै बेरसम्म टिक्छ, द मोर यु लाइक एक्सपिरियन्स बटुल्दै जान्छ। तर अब मिडिया फिल्डमा के हुन्छ भने डेफिनेटली देयर सो मेनी पिपल आउट देयर, र आजभोलि कन्टेन्ट त्यस्तै स्वाइप गरेर चेन्ज हुन्छ होइन। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एउटा त्यो होइन, टिकटक चाहिँ कस्तो भने वाट आई फिल इज मोर लाइक जाऊ सकेसम्म भ्युज, ओभरनाइट ब्लोन अप हुन्छ नि त टिकटकमा भिडियोहरू, सो सकेसम्म फलोवर्स बटुला, अनि डाइभर्टेड के, अब मेबी तिम्रो पोडकास्ट छ भने पोडकास्टमा कुनै वेबसाइट छ, तिम्रो आफ्नो छ, कुनै फेसन कम्पनी छ, केही छ, जे छ, try to take that followers and divert it somewhere else to be. TikTok में मात्र चाहिँ नबसा भन्छु, because there's like compared to TikTok or YouTube मा पनि money नै तिम्रो important first preference हो भने त definitely YouTube pays you a lot than compared to TikTok नि त. So it depends on what your priorities are, but for me I feel like you should always try your best to divert your move your followers from one platform to another, because जसरी Vine बन्द भयो, पहिला तिमीलाई थाहा छ Vine भन्ने हुन्थ्यो हैन, people got so big in Vine and then it closed out, like एक दिनमै बन्द भएर everything is gone के.
I'm not like an expert in this field. I have a feeling TikTok is gonna like have the same fate. So I just hesitate. That's one of the reasons, and I just hesitate making videos on TikTok, because I question or I doubt the stability, and also like the 15-second one, I just don't understand. So yeah.
People are moving so fast. It's like 15
yeah, it's
seconds.
Like people have no patience no more.
Oh, आजकल मलाई नै 1 minute भिडियो हेर्न मन लाग्दैन आफैलाई, भिडियो भएको तर बसेर हेर्न खोज्यो हैन, 2 मिनेट 3 मिनेट लामो लाग्न थाल्यो के भिडियो. It's because of TikTok.
Yeah, so I just don't program my brain that way. So लाग्छ कि मलाई कतिचोटि मैले इन्स्टल अनइन्स्टल गर्छु कि हैन, कहिलेकाहीँ हेर्दा पनि म followings हुन्छ नि, like I follow you, I follow Sushmita, Nishma, and 2-3 other people, and I just watch their videos. The For You page to because I know I'm gonna get like so I'm gonna get nonsense. I'm gonna get like so much nonsense of content, and he like so I just don't do that anymore. And to dance, like most of the entertainment that I consume is mostly interviews, podcasts, or dance. And interviews, podcasts, you can understand, but dance, funny, like I like to sit and watch like a complete piece, and that gives me so much joy than just watching people do this, that. I'm just that kind of person.
Like a very traditional way, okay?
Yeah, very traditional way, and like TikTok is just. They're very great dancers, but it's just like everyone is doing the same thing, and it's just
I feel the same.
I feel the same. Like I can't see that. Like I'm so fed up with those trends, like so lack of originals on TikToks. Like everything is like people are just repeating.
Reusing,
yeah.
But that's how these days आजभोलिको युथले हेर्ने त्यहीमै रमाउँछन् भनेपछि त डेफिनेटली you can be odd man out हैन युनिक गर्न त सकिन्छ जहिले पनि तर
people are not going to fall for it.
It really depends on what your preference are के तिमीलाई really unique नै हुन मन हो कि अब you want to go with the trend, and going with the trend is also not a bad idea है त
it's not a bad idea. Like no disrespect for people who do it, but it's just like when I say like I just don't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, it's just not you. So I feel like do you, but if something is not for you, then leave it there. We don't have to talk about it. That's the I feel like that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's all I had to ask you, and thank you so much again. And we'll probably upload this in a few days, or like I think tomorrow we'll upload. So as Friday, no? Tomorrow Saturday. Yeah, I have plenty of time to work on it, and I will see you guys next time with another episode. And anything else you want to add, Swastik? Like any hello to my fans?
Yeah, not like my fans, but I was like, thank you guys for watching my video. Subscribe गरिदिनु होला मेरो Instagram, Facebook त नभनौँ, Instagram र YouTube मा दुईटैमा स्वस्तिक खड्का नै छ हैन. Simply go check my content. राम्रो लाग्छ भने follow गर्नु, लाग्दैन भने just watch it and comment नगर्दा नि हुन्छ हैन.
I'm gonna put your links in the description of this video.
Yeah, it will be somewhere down there हैन. कतै Thank you Palista for inviting me. I want to say that you are trying your best, so I hope you will get success, and you will, I'm pretty sure. But like, hope this, not just this, like I'm not talking particularly about my like यो अहिलेको podcast हैन कि in general तिम्रो podcast ले excel गरोस् हैन. अनि सुन्न पाऊँ तिम्रो नाम छिटै नै. जाला साल छिटो पहिला सुरु तिमी
I have हुन्छ कामको लागि, but it's like I come एक दिनको लागि and I go away the next day. I'm definitely going to plan like a longer like span of days, and we can probably meet, and I owe you a video definitely, and
yeah, sure, definitely.
We can definitely like work on something together.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you. Bye bye guys, see you next time. Bye.